There you go.
Yeah, President Trump's ambitious $500 billion Stargate initiative, massive AI infrastructure project. I mean, this is huge. $500 billion making waves across the share market. The NASDAQ shooting up 1%, particularly good for OpenAI and Oracle's Larry Ellison as well. They were all there in the White House standing next to the new president as he made this announcement, them saying this happened because of the new administration. The AI development, particularly for healthcare, is unbelievable. The whole concept that it can go through the blood of someone in the very, very early stages of cancer, be able to check the genome of that, and then to develop a vaccine for that person that within 48 hours can then be put into that person to try to do what that moonshot was of Biden, which was to solve cancer, cure cancer. As with any big undertaking, not everyone's on board. Shortly after the announcement, Elon Musk voiced his doubts, raising questions about the financial stability of the project, particularly pointing to SoftBank's funding capacity, which is weird because it wasn't so long ago that the SoftBank CEO was standing next to Trump, and Trump said, you know, that $100 billion, can you make it $200 billion? Really putting him on the spot there. But Musk's remarks not only stirring up the economic concerns, but also reigniting his long-standing tension with Sam Altman. Is this going to be a headache for Donald Trump, that Musk relationship against the world? Because as we know, these are two really outspoken people, bringing Sam Altman in there, and the awkwardness. I mean, Musk's got his gonk or whatever it's called, and you've got Sam Altman leading the charge with OpenAI. Everyone's been in that camp. That relationship between Musk and Sam Altman, what does that look like here?
So it was interesting to hear that announcement when it comes to cancer, but of course we've heard from scientists talking about a lot of these the mRNA vaccines that, you know, it takes at least 5 years to really study and to see what's happening. So he was just basically talking about where things are moving. But when you look at this $500 billion initiative that President Donald Trump announced on his first full day, it's really about the data centers. And so the first one is expected to be opening up in Texas, and the plan is in the next 4 years that more data centers will open. And so this is what's really important, because for so long we've talked about, you know, what country that harnesses AI, that they will really lead the world. And I've talked to some other tech experts and kind of just said, what do you think about? Is this a good thing? Isn't it? And they said, this is great, that we need regulation. There needs to be oversight. We need these data centers. We don't want this happening in other countries. We want the United States to be at the forefront. We want things to be made in the United States, developed in the United States. So really a lot of excitement getting behind this deal, and really in a position that this is truly the future.
Yeah, and you're right. The data set is bringing in Oracle, Larry Ellison, bringing in OpenAI there as well, and putting it all together is a great start. It's interesting, vaccines though. I mean, you know, within the MAGA base that vaccines, particularly the COVID vaccines, have been a really big question mark over the past few years about the forceful nature of the mandates there as well. To be within the first week announcing health and vaccines and cancer, obviously, for Trump, the economy trumps everything. What are your thoughts on that?
So it's certainly interesting, you know, when there are scientific strides that are being made. Of course, there needs to be research, and I'm sure that the other health agencies will certainly get involved. And of course, you know, people have the right to make up their own choices in the United States.
Well, what about RFK Jr.? How do you reckon he's feeling about it? I mean, he's the new health secretary, and he wasn't there in the room.
Can't wait to hear his press conference.
What's that, sorry?
Can't wait. He has to get confirmed, and then can't wait to watch those press conferences. Buckle up. It's going to be a long ride.
Yep, and we'll be here discussing every bit of it. Veronica, appreciate it as always. Thank you.
Thanks.